to cut the ties. My mind plays tricks, it's telling lies. I've seen this happen to other guys, but then she bats them big brown gorgeous eyes. I look away but just can't say what magic makes me wanna stay. No matter what I do, I can't get away. She locked me up in yesterday. Hypnotized by them dollar size. Oh, big brown eyes. She got me all twisted up and agitized, mystified. She took me for a ride. I ain't never cried till I met that woman with the big brown eyes. I feel... Oh. To me now, baby. That woman with the big brown eyes.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today's dance movie review. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Tia Joy. Welcome, welcome. And to everyone who's already subscribed, part of the fam, what is up, y'all? I am here with you for another dance movie review, and today we are going to talk about High Strung Free Dance. But before I get to this dance review, I need you to do two things. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there, and also check out my other dance reviews that I have done as well. Plus, hit that bell so that way you can be in the know when I'm doing a video. High Strung Free Dance came out in 2018, and it was directed by Michael Damian. Now, I might as well say Michael and Janine Damian, because it seems like throughout the whole movie, they're the ones that worked on this. They're the one that created the story. And so I was just going to say both Michael and Janine. Both of y'all both worked on this. So this is not a continuation of the first High Strung. This is a completely different movie. This is a completely different cast, a complete different storyline. I would say the only returner in this movie was really Jane Seymour, and she's the only one that came back from the first one. But other than that, everybody is brand new. And so this movie is about three people. It's done in the famous New York City, of course, and it's about Barlow, Charlie, and Zander. Now, Barlow is played by Julia Duhardy, and so it's almost like it's the same thing like the first one. You have the beautiful ballet dancer who wants to become something. Charlie, who's played by Harry Jarvis. And both of them, they're living in New York. They're working regular jobs just so they can make ends meet. Plus, also, they have dreams and goals of their careers that they really want to 100% be in full time. Because you have Barlow, she's doing telemarketing, and then you have Charlie, and he is a delivery boy. He pretty much delivers bakery. And so with Barlow, they're like I said, they're in New York City, and she goes to audition so that way she can be full-time, be in a show, so that do what she loves, which is dance, and she can travel the world and see everything and dance and do what she absolutely loves and make friends. And Charlie, he's a pianist, so we don't have a violin this time, we have a pianist, and he is trying to find a way that he can go full-time with his career. Where at first he wasn't really trying to, he was just doing deliveries until Rose, who was played by Kika Markham, and she pretty much is like an older lady, and that's the place that he delivers the bagels and biscuits for, and croissants, and she pretty much inspires him to like, yo, you should really make this a career, stop playing around, because she used to be a pianist, and she pretty much hides herself away from the world because she doesn't really mingle well with socializing with him, but she can definitely speak music, and by him playing, that definitely something that she communicates with. But both Barlow and Charlie trying to find ways that they can make it into making what they love into an actual career, until they saw that there's auditions for Free Dance, who is ran by Zander, played by Thomas DeHotery, and he is putting on a production musical called Free Dance. And so they both, well, mostly it was Barlow. She goes and auditions, becomes part of the cast, amazing job, and then you have Charlie, who later on runs into him and he ends up playing for him. So both of them are fulfilling their lifelong dream, which is doing their career and getting paid, tour. And this musical Free Dance is going around the world because they're going to go on tour with this. Now, I kind of like this movie. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, but I think it's a great storyline. There's definitely a lesson that I'll definitely go into that I do love about this movie that I feel is really great. And of course, you know, as you're continuing to, with the story, you know, it's just people trying to make it, and, you know, that's just what it is. I don't really have like a whole lot of scenes, but I will do some highlights that I do love. The one that I like to highlight is when Charlie, he has to do a sub at a club because they're looking for a pianist, and I really, really love the scene how you have the guy on stage dancing, you have the girls in the back dancing, and it just took it back. I just really like the whole old school type, retro type, like Charleston jazzy moment and atmosphere. So you see the guy and he's singing and the girls dancing, and then I love how the guys come and tap dance. I just really love that whole scene. It seems so much fun, it seems so energetic, and I just really love the energy and just how, you know, they really dug it in instead of be like, okay, let's just focus on ballet and hip-hop, because there is ballet and hip-hop in here. But I really like how they took it back, and I love how this whole club scene is set up, because it just makes me want to go to the sex club. Like, where's this club at? Because I want to go, because it's like fun. Let me go ahead and do my Lindy Hop and my Charleston and my doo-wop and the yes, the shimmy. Like, let's go. So I just really, really love the scene. It seems like fun, and Charlie kills it on the piano. On top of that, he's in there, he's really trying to read and keep up, but then he just kills it on the piano, and he's just an amazing pianist. And so I just really, really like that scene. There's other scenes in this movie that are beautiful, that are great. You know, you have the ballet dancers dancing, and they're, because mostly this movie, they're really in rehearsal because they're trying to prepare for this Free Dance, really. So there's not really a whole bunch of like, oh my gosh, iconic dance scenes. I do like it when the girls, who was it, Kiki and Pamela, and how they're in their bedroom and they're dancing, and I just really love that scene, how they just bond together as union. So you have Kiki, played by Carrington Jones, and then you have Paloma, who's played by Natalie Santiago. So it's just a wonderful scene of the bond between all three girls and Barlow plus their roommate, who just sings this beautiful opera, and she's pretty dope. The other scene that I do like is the ending. It's like an interesting story. I do like the whole musical that Zander puts together. It's really different. It's not like your average type dance musical number, like dance number, but it is really cool how they had the different scenes. Like, I really love the part where you have they show the artist and he's like turning her to look like the portrait, how you had the guys typing, how you had the girl like getting out of bed. Like, I just really like how you have the piano, and it's just a really different new type production. That's something that you don't normally really see. So I thought that was really, really cool, and I really love as when the whole wind blows and everyone's going crazy. And I really like the scene where they're coming out of the smoke in the hand, and I like how they're laying down and then you see smoke everywhere, and you see these beautiful hands just coming out of the mist. And then, you know, I like how, you know, the piano is tilted and you have that gigantic chandelier on the stage, which is pretty nice. And then you see the wind blow, and I really like how people were like going in the air. So that was really, really cool. I thought that was really, really dope. So that was cool to see that scene in here. I also like the Bollywood scene that they have with Ravi, who's played by Ace Bhatti, and he has his little birthday party. And so I like the whole little Bollywood sequence that we see Kayla Jordan, who was played by Jordan Georgian McKenna, and she's really technically like the star of Free Dance, the musical that Zander is really trying to get in. And I just like how she do her little dance sequence with the dancers and the whole like a Bollywood feel. So that was really cool scene too. So there's some great scenes in here, but like I said, majority of it is really just, you know, you're just seeing the life of people living in New York and the dancers in rehearsals and seeing the transitions between working hard and getting to these higher roles and getting this choreography and stand-ins and heartbreak. So it's like the whole storyline of what dancers can go through when it comes to preparing for production or trying to get to the top or trying to be known or being used in ways which is messed up, or names being where when it comes to production it's all about the name and who's popular and who's going to draw people in and what name is not really relevant, where it's like you're going to be a background. And I know that her mom couldn't really accept like, yo, like, you shouldn't be a backup dancer. You should be, I could get you in ballet productions, because once again, the mother really wants to get her to do a different thing where it's like, come on, I can get you part of a ballet company, and then you can start teaching later. And it's like, it could pretty much go to the lesson where, once again, parents trying to have the daughter or the child live the dream that, or the goal that they have for their life, and not letting the child make a decision on their own. So that's a lesson that goes into that. And so I really like how they touched on that, especially in a dancer's point of view. And also the other lesson that I really, really like that stood out to me the most is giving a chance, just giving people opportunities. I really, really love the scene when Barlow, when she's at their audition and she knew she could do a specific move, which is turn. You know, she got cut, and low-key, I don't really know if dancers should really do this. I mean, try and see what happens, but I wouldn't recommend, because I don't know, because I never done it. But when Barlow got cut and she knew what she had, she thought it was over. And I really loved the boldness in her to go out even though she got cut, and she learned the routine. And Xander's like, I just cut you. And she's like, I can do it. Like, I can do turns. I'm amazing at turns. And he's like, okay, let me just see it. And she went out there and she did a triple turn and was on plus a développé, and she killed it. And it's like all she needed was that opportunity. All she needed was that chance. And by her doing it, she ended up getting in the production, which is something that she's been auditioning for years to get to be a part of, so she can travel and do something with her dancing. And so same thing with Charlie. Charlie, he's an amazing pianist, and he auditioned for Zander too. And Xander's like, no, I heard you don't like it. And he was like, well, when we were in the club and I was playing, you weren't really paying attention to me. And so he was like, I can really do this. Let me play for you. If you don't like it, you can kick me out. So Xander's like, okay, fine. Play the piano. He's like, okay, play this section from this part of the scene. And he played it and he killed it, and he ended up being on. And so it's like, just giving people opportunity, giving people chances, because sometimes when we're so focused, because that's what Zander was, he was so focused on the backup dancers, but also he was focused on his main star as well. But it was all about the name, and it's all about who you're connected to. And it's like, sometimes it's not about the name, because if you focus so much on the name, you can miss out on people who are talented as well. And because you're so focused over here, you can miss out over here. And so I just like how Zander gave opportunity. He gave a chance for Charlie and for Barlow, and when he did that, they end up succeeding and being absolutely great. And so the lesson that I've learned is just give people chances, and you just never know. And it's the underdogs that you really got to watch out for. It's the ones that get overlooked, because they're the ones that come up strong and end up dominating in the end and becoming greater than the name that you're trying to reach for. So it's like, just give people chances, give people opportunities. There's going to be moments that people are going to mess up, but maybe because it's just a little nerve. Everyone's not going to be perfect. Everyone's not going to be on the spot all the time. It happens. there are times I've had moments where it's like, okay, here we go, and my mind would completely break. It's like, Dad, but once I snapped out of it and did it again, I killed it. So it's like, sometimes it's just those opportunities, sometimes it's those moments, and there are people out there who are tender and care enough to give people, you know, those chances, and there's some that's maybe not. But all I could say is just give opportunity and chances, and that's definitely what I learned, the lesson that I learned from this movie. Now, awesome job to all the dancers. You guys all did such an amazing job. Great job to the choreographer, Thais Diorio, and also his assistant choreographers, which is Miles Thatcher, Phyllis Schweeb. We have Nikhil Dev Mahajan, and they're the assistant choreographers. So amazing job to all of you guys for working as a team to create such amazing pieces, especially Philip, and especially when they do that water dance. I was like, oh, that was dope. Those arm waves was sick. That whole duo was dope. But anyway, but just amazing job to everyone, all the dancers. You will definitely be listed at the end of my Dancers Hall of Fame. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Plus, hit that subscribe and check out my videos, yo. And if you see what you like and you want to be on track when the next one pops up, go ahead and hit that bell as well, so that way you'll be notified instantly when I upload a new dance video. Now that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you all so much for watching. I upload a new dance review every Thursday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to make good choices.